Previously on T-Man 978.
This thing is tiny. You'll see it in robot mode. But what I do have to give you a frame of reference is a ruler. So it's like 1.5 inches long.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at Marvel Legends, Marvel Studios X-Men 97 Goblin Queen, who is also known as Madelyne Pryor, and she comes with baby Nathan Summers. Here's this on the back. There's no type of bio write-up, I guess because of spoilers and to save on printing. But there you are. There are the other people in the wave. If you can find them, good luck. Here she is out of the packaging, and here's this. Before I take all of it down, I did want to show that my thumbnail, everything in here is practical. I have a stand back there that was unnoticeable. A stand holding her up. I have sticky tack holding this casket door to the floor. And I put a safety pin into my little board back here and in his back to keep him levitated. So, I didn't do any editing. Okay, now here she is. She comes with a few accessories. She comes with baby Nathan, some effects pieces for when she's using her telekinetic goblin powers. So I guess she has more power than normal as far as her telekinesis and psychic abilities and whatnot. Because she was able to shape this costume out of nothing. Not nothing. She took her old costume and then made it mystically wrap around, and she cosmically just made it like something Wanda would do. She has 2 sets of hands. She has 2 fists and these power using hands, which she does have the goth nail polish and whatnot, and a thing going through her hand or up right there. It probably should have wrapped around. See, now that I'm thinking about it, it should have went through her finger and wrapped around and went down the middle of her palm to this hinge joint where you wouldn't notice this hinge joint so much when she opens her hand. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just some leather that points out into a V shape and it doesn't go between the fingers. I'm going to have to watch the show again. Here is baby Nathan. I'm just realizing up close that he has a little X on his blanket. So they have branded blankets. Isn't that awesome? Stop looking at her. But here this is. This is one sculpt, the head and partially the neck and whatnot. So it does not rotate. You get no articulation out of baby Nathan at all. And let's look at the Goblin Queen up close while we have this lens on. She is very highly detailed. And like they like to do, this hair is thick and rigid. It's more animated looking, where it just looks like her hair is made out of taffy instead of like realistic hair. Because this is based on a cartoon character. She does actually have real cleavage. They don't do that often. I bet they were happy to be able to represent what's actually in the show. One thing that's different from the show is the thighs were just skin. Right here, they lightened it up right there to give it the image of being like she has on stockings. So that, let me brighten it up a bit. That is a lighter color than the rest of her outfit. But in the cartoon, it's definitely, I went too dark. It's definitely skin. The cape has this detail under there. Now she does have, oh no, that's, I thought it was some black paint, but it's the model number type stuff. So, yeah, here's our head turned around. And this does wrap in on both sides. And the rest of it is just black boots with heels. You've seen this type of design forever. let's turn her head the right way. Here's what she's working with as far as her curves and whatnot. And that. The cape is attached. No, it's pegged into the back, but it does not. It's definitely attached to her shoulders. So there's that. And here is this jewel in the middle of there. Now, watching the cartoon, it would have been cool if she had a secondary, more evil face that had a gem in the center of her head. That would have been nice. And suggestions, I wish, as far as articulation, I wish they do something different with the hair so it's just a pliable, flat piece and doesn't get in the way. Like, maybe still keep this shape some type of way, but the rigid rock hardness, it's silly. It's almost, you might as well just not even have a ball joint. Might as well just be attached to the head. Don't get ideas. And also with any new body, and I'm believing most of this is new, if not all of it, just a ball joint in the waist would be a nice thing. A ball joint in the waist and this. So let me just get into the articulation. She can look down like that and the head rotates, and she can tilt side to side a little bit. The arms go up slightly more than 90 and they rotate. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. All the wrists have the vertical hinge and they rotate because they're on a peg. She can tilt side to side, rotate, go back a lot, come forward, damn near not at all. It's almost a waste of time to even give them any type of ab joint or diaphragm joint if it can't even come forward. That's why I would love the amount that she goes back. I would love that forward, and I would love a ball joint down here or the inverted ab crunch. The legs don't kick back really at all, and let's zoom out. They kick forward, but since this is a hard piece and not like they do G.I. Joe, her legs kick out to the side a bit. But let's see how far she can kick out to the side. That far. She has swivel in the mid thigh. Now this is something that the Loose Collector Purgatory has, but they did it so that it will be like the center of the thigh and you couldn't really see the swivel. Here it's actually molded to have muscle definition. It's not just cylindrical, so you can see that. And here's my biggest issue. Look at this. Double jointed knees that are pinless, which is great, but that is loose as shit. I mean, it stays when you put it back, but between here, it is loose, like almost like it's gonna fall off. Both of the legs are loose, really. I always love mid shin swivel, and the ankles can go back that far, come forward a lot. And she basically has foot swivel because you can't really use that as an ankle pivot without having like a mid calf swivel or something like that. But she can barely stand up with this anyway in certain poses. Yeah, so it doesn't really even freaking matter. But look, she can smell her armpit. Let me try to get her in something on the fly. She's being held up by her cape. So at least the cape is good for that. Here's this. I swear if it wasn't for this cape, she would not be able to stand up. Thanks to the heels and the way the ankle pivot is designed and no shin swivel and whatnot. And the knees just being weak in general. I don't know if every figure is going to be like that, so don't completely listen to me on my QC issue. But the design, definitely listen to me. Or don't, in which case, why are you even watching me? This baby is huge. It's probably, I never bought any of the Baby Hulk releases. So I'm not sure if it's actually the same basic body with just a new head. Alright, here she is in a previous life. I'm going to show you. I didn't talk about it, but she has a very, very pink flesh tone. Like, I don't know what it looks like on camera. I'm pretty sure it doesn't come out correctly. But she has a more natural skin tone, whereas this one is pink, even though I did see a lady at work who had a lot of flesh showing and her skin was this exact skin tone where it was just like pink. On camera it looks more normal. Let me see if I can change it to what I'm actually seeing. Yeah, I don't know, that's a little bit more with what I'm seeing. So there's that. Here is Cyclops. You can see that they're basically the same height with her with heels, sorry. And here is a G.I. Joe dude. I don't feel like getting him stood up, but basically he's the same height as Cyclops, just about. So there's that 6-inch scale action figure, which means she's, with these heels on, probably a little bit over 6 inches. Trying to see if the ball joints are the same size, but her skin tone is drastically different anyway. You could pretend she's wearing some type of underlayer or in some type of gloves. But this head can't fit on there because of the hair shape. This one, yeah, this one fits on. But you see that pink neck. So, yeah, the skin tone is drastically different for some reason. I don't remember that being something in the show. And let's see if her her Goblin Queen head, yes, the Goblin Queen head does fit on this body. So they still have big ball joints. For G.I. Joe, they gave them, when they got the dumbbell, they gave them smaller ball joints for some reason. I almost forgot. Here's this comparison. Let's make them face to face. The loose collector figure is slightly taller and definitely has bigger boobs. But yeah, basically, end of the day, your mileage will vary as far as how loose your knees are. Definitely, she would be way more fun if she came with a display stand, because she is known for floating and flying, and with these ankles, she can barely stand up anyway. She does have peg holes in the bottom of her feet, and I was able to use this G.I. Joe stand to have her on at some point in this video. So there's that. She has the effects, some extra hands. That's cool. More that I would have wanted. I already said the display stand, but if she came with a different face or something like that, and more neck articulation, all the stuff that I mentioned earlier. Go back and watch if you wasn't paying attention. Got this on Amazon. Link in the description for where you can get it on Amazon. Thank you for watching. T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should.